goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Ball.
Now Lillard. George for three. The shot off that time.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Here's the great one. George defending. Here's the great one. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Personal foul.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Here's Lillard. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And here we go. The NBA Finals continue here on 2K Sports. They've got Dillingham, and it's Watford in at the four-man position. Pass to the great one. Driving to the basket. Goes back up. Here's Lewis for three. And they recover it. The great one passes to Lewis. Down low. Here's the great one. Oh, three chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. Right wing. Pass to Easy Breezy. Got a hand on it. And he's going for the lob. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Assistant.
His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Inside, George. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Here's the great one. And there's the drive. And it's good. 2 points. The great one's got 13 in the second half.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And Baltimore has possession. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit. And as
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
And you gotta have some hang time to pull that off. Easy Breezy, the pass to Laravia. Pass to Portis. George scanning the floor. Here's Easy Breezy. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Laravia. And count that. points and a chance for one more at the line.
Shot's good. Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Shooting for Baltimore. LaRavia at the line for one.
So it's the home team now. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. And he lobs it up. Oh, George with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Easy breezy misses.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Here's the great one. Pass to Lewis. Second shot opportunity. Watford outside to the inside. They shoot again. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Christie. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your home team.
And he knocks down the first one.
2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
He's put in the work and worn down the defense. Now they're getting a little sloppy, and it's allowed them to get to the line more this half.
And George with the jam.
From
He's not going to take it easy when he gets to the bucket. George will hammer it home.
Here's the great one. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. The great one's got 15 points in just the second half. And Baltimore has possession. Here's Easy Breezy. Here's LaRavia, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. It's going to go on Trendon Watford.
foul. Second team foul. At the line for Baltimore. LaRavia. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Portis. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's the great one. George defending. Here's the great one. Pass to Lewis. Fires the three. Easy breezy with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Deflected. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Here's the great one. And that one's good. The great one's got 39.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
And here's Baltimore now. Here's Easy Breezy. Pass to LaRavia. Here's Easy Breezy. 6 to shoot. From the wing. And the shot goes down. LaRavia's got 7 now in this quarter.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Lewis passed this to the great one. Here he goes. Offensive board. Pass to Lewis. Here's the great one. The 3 ball. Sinks the trade. The great one's got 42 in the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Duren with it.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
He blocks it again, making his presence felt on this end.
And just holding down the fort, B.A., anchoring the defense.
Shot's good by the great one.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
A minute 37 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And the bucket is good.
He's at his best when he's assertive like that. Don't take any chances. Just take it to the rim.
Pass to the great one. Lets it go from deep. And it's Baltimore with a rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
LaRavia tipped. And they're able to recover. Here's the great one. Driving in. Here's Lewis. ABC, the pass to the great one. Oh, big finish! Wow!
I see you.
Oh, windmills in a ferocious dunk.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Here's Christie. And he's going to the line for two. The officials, well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls, but at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
At the line for your home team, Lewis, taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Portis, he's checked in for Baltimore. Good on both. There's 45 seconds left to play in the fourth. Back to George. He shoots it. Misses the jumper.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out to the right wing. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to LaRavia. Shot clock at 6. Here's Portis. And he can't get that one.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Oh, and it's over! They are the NBA champions!
Baltimore, 60.
Oh, they did it, and it is time to celebrate. You can see the relief, the exhilaration that comes from winning it all. It is over. You have accomplished your goal.
An incredible display of resilience. Seemingly every time they were challenged, Grant, they rose to the occasion.
And B.A., I have to give props to the front office for making all the right moves. And the coaching, just phenomenal. And then, hey, it's a players' league. Those guys came out and took care of business.
And thanks to everyone out there who's been with us through this entire journey. Take care, and we'll see you next season.